nation's commercial capital. This is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reported tonight, Sulaiman Al-Leder.
Hello and welcome tonight. Nasarawa State Governor visits Kiana village, asks military to review counter-insurgency strategy, also insists those killed are not Fulani herdsmen. Relatives of victims of boat mishap cry foul, want government to find the body of one of the victims. Domestic help admits killing retired Ogun Magistrate Fumilayo Timei with a machete in a home in Abeokuta. And gunmen kill one journalist working for Associated Press in Afghanistan.
On Business News tonight, former Minister of Finance advises new CBN governor to work with the Ministry of Finance for a successful tenure.
On sports news, Flying Eagles in early preparation for African Youth Championship qualifiers, set to play Morocco in 2 friendly games.
I'm Linda Kibe, and from Abuja, federal government gives contractors handling power projects 60-day ultimatum to complete the assignments.
Well, 24 hours after over 20 people said to be Fulani herdsmen were killed in Nasarawa State, the governor, Tanko Almakura, today paid a visit to Kena village, a local government area of the state. Commiserating with the families of the victims, Governor Almakura condemned what he termed a misplaced priority by the military authority in its counter-insurgency operation. He insists that the attack on the residents was carried out during a funeral ceremony and that Nigerian army troops masterminded it. Then he called for a review of the military tactics.
This is a settlement that has been there for decades. They were mourning the death of an elderly person. And all of a sudden, soldiers came and gathered all of them and pulled them to a nearby place, not more than 100 meters away. They were crying and yelling that they are mourning the death of an elderly person. They wouldn't hear none of that. And before you realize, they have shot all of them. And what I seem to be hearing is that these are insurgents. I think it has to be corrected. This is a settlement that everybody knows within the vicinity of Kenya. There couldn't have been an insurgent because virtually every citizen, including the Ardo here, is a well-known person in Kenya, and he is part of the community-based conflict resolution panel. He has participated actively in the reconciliation between the thieves and the Fulani herdsmen. So for this attack to be visited within the vicinity of the town, rather than in the wilderness where these insurgents are perpetrating their mayhem, is something that needs to be investigated. And that's why I'm here, to see for myself and assure myself that these are not insurgents. What I have done is to appeal to them not to take laws into their own hands and leave the matter with us to see how we can get justice done. I'm going to report this to the highest command and also call for a review of this operation, because operation that will create more problems than the problem that it is out to solve is something else.
Well, in the meantime, the military is insisting that it has no knowledge of the attack in Kenya, where scores of herdsmen were killed, as no troop was detailed for such operations. The Director of Defense Information, Major General Chris Olukolade, told Channels Television in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, that the military has no record of such assignment. He adds that a detailed petition on the attack would assist the military in investigating the allegation.
You must know that it has been the pattern to also impersonate the military. Let's hope that this is not one of such impersonation. That's why we really need to investigate this and confirm who did this. But be sure that the military authorities did not mandate violation of anybody's life who is not carrying arms. The target of this operation has been those who have been going around illegally to use arms to disturb the security of the place, and they are the only ones that could be liable. But at the moment, be sure that if anyone does not qualify as an armed gang, there's no way the military will be after him or her. So the incident as described does not look as related to the military operation. That's another reason why we must investigate it.
Now here in Lagos, some family members of the victims of the Kuru boat mishap are today complaining over what they describe as the no information posture of Bell Marine, operator of the capsized boat, and the Lagos state government. Gathered at the Majidun boat jetty, it's all grief and pain over their lost loved ones. Our correspondent Yomi Otaigbe was there and now reports.
2 days after the Ikorodu boat accident, family members and friends of some of the victims are back here at the Majidun boat jetty. They are worried over some issues, especially the whereabouts of one of the victims, one Mr. Isaac Akere. A picture of Mr. Isaac Akere and his wife. Both of them are said to have been on the ill-fated boat.
Nobody has ever come to us to tell us that, okay, the body is recovered or is alive. None of the operator has ever even come. The owner of the Bay Marine, the director, has never even come to service to anybody to tell us that, okay, they are searching. Not until we make our own effort to call him. And up to now, it has not ever come to us, telling us that, okay, this is the step that they have taken. Let them provide the captain of the boat and the deckhand and the operator himself. Our brother is with them.
Somebody that lost, the wife is dead already. Where is the husband? They both boarded this same boat.
Channels Television took a trip to the Ikorodu General Hospital. We were not allowed to take visuals. However, one of the officials at the hospital, who would not want to be on camera, confirmed that the corpses have been transferred to the General Hospital, Lagos, and no injured victim is receiving treatment here. Back at the Majidun boat jetty, it's all complaints about difficulty retrieving one of the bodies of the victims.
When we got there, we were told to go back to Ikorodu, nearby police station, to get a coroner request. So, okay, we agreed, and we are in Ikorodu now. We have gone to 5 or 4 police stations here. Nowhere, among these police stations we have gone to, nowhere the case was reported.
While the family members grieve over their losses and also grapple with the difficulties at this time, one of the members of the House of Representatives from Ikorodu showed up at the jetty, and the people again pour out their hearts.
And how do we collect the cost now to do the burial Monday?
I've listened to all the complaints, especially the ones that have to do with the General Hospital, and they are genuine complaints. So we'll go to the hospital now to resolve that part of it.
Meanwhile, the Lagos State Waterways Authority said it has retrieved the capsized boats. One more effort these people are expecting from the Lagos State Waterways Authority is to find the body of Mr. Isaac Akere so that he can be buried alongside his wife. Yomi Otaigbe reporting for Channels Television News.
Well, quite young, he's simply identified as David, the suspected killer of the Ogun State retired magistrate, Mrs. Fumilayo Timei. The 21-year-old domestic servant admits today that he indeed killed the retired judge with a machete at her home in Ladiri Estate, Abeokuta, in Ogun State. He would not give reasons for his action, but the judge ordered that the accused person be remanded. He was arraigned before an Abeokuta magistrate court on a one-count charge of murder, an offence contrary to Section 316 and punishable under Section 319 of the Criminal Code laws of Ogun State of Nigeria 2006. Recall that David Uche, a former domestic servant to the retired magistrate, murdered his former boss last week, March the 28th, and was later arrested by members of the vigilante group attached to Ladiri Workers' Estate in Abeokuta, the state capital. While the trial magistrate says he's awaiting the advice of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP.